Okay, so it's finally March and we finally have the preview pages for Mighty Morphin Power Rangers issue 106. So, I'm really excited for this issue because now that we only get like 1 or 2 Power Ranger comics a month, waiting for that Power Ranger issue to come out feels like an eternity after you read like the previous month's issue. And then hearing that it's at the end of the month or near the end of the month, that wait feels even longer. So, let's read these preview pages, let's dissect and let's look at them on Ranger Command. Let's read the synopsis. So, the Mighty Morphin and the Omega Rangers join forces in an epic struggle against a friend-turned-foe. Mistress Vile's diabolical scheme comes to a head as she possesses an object of immeasurable power and a sidekick with darker origins than the Rangers thought possible. So, let's look at the cover. We've got Matt, we've got the mysterious vessel, which apparently we're going to find... Oh, I peaked my mic. Apparently we're going to find who their origin is, who they are in the next couple of issues. So I think they've teased by issue 107 or 108. We're going to find out who that identity is. Maybe we'll get it in this issue and then we'll learn their origins. You never know. But here's the flashback that it opens up with, and it's a really interesting flashback because it opens up with Rita and Zedd sort of having their struggle, and Zedd looks very different. He looks kind of like the old toys with all the armor he's got on him, which is really interesting. You see Zedd with like more armor than he's got flesh on him, so he's kind of covered up in this issue. So he's got the codpiece on, but his leggings and his chest area is more covered in armor, and I'm wondering if that's to protect him in battle when he enters battle. But we have this sort of like back and forth where Rita invaded his camp, enchanted his soldiers, killed his generals, and Rita basically gets mollywopped by Lord Zedd, and Rita's unable to beat him, but this is sort of how he learned how Rita joined Lord Zedd, which is really interesting, and Lord Zedd gives her an opportunity to come to her side and join him, and Rita's hesitant about betraying him because she serves Master Vile, but Zedd does say that she does have potential by serving him. And then you sort of see Rita giving Zedd these fuck eyes, which is kind of funny because we haven't had like the wedding yet. I don't know if they're going to recreate it yet in the comics. Probably a while once we sort of get the timeline back on track. But seeing how everything's going on, I don't think we're getting that wedding anytime soon. But you kind of see like Rita faunting over him, and that's probably like Lord Zedd's lust for power, since he is like the Prince of Darkness or whatever he calls himself. And that's where that flashback ends. So, jumping back to present day, you have Safe Haven, you've got the Omegas, you've got the command center, and we kind of learn what the Navigator's about. And 11 sort of gives the backstory, saying, if you go through the arch, you can traverse through like any point in time through the Morphin grid. It sounds like it. Is that the exact line? Okay, so it's impossible. Okay, so Billy says it. So if they manage to reach the grid, you could travel to any place or time and space, past, present, or future. So okay, so that's what it does. This is really interesting artwork done by Simona. I do love their artwork, but everyone looks a bit younger here. Very anime looking, especially Grace. Like, Grace looks like she's taken off a few years. She doesn't have that wrinkles with this shot. So, everyone's looking a bit younger, but it's still really cool artwork. But 11 gives the backstory on what the Navigator is, saying the Morphin Masters built the Archers on several planets in rich connection to the Morphin grid, but Dark Spectre invaded, and the results were bad, so kind of tying into Power Rangers universe. But here we kind of have like all the different archers here, and like this icy road looks really cool, kind of like the Rainbow Bridge in 4, the gateway. So this might be the gateway to all the archers with everything, how it's all connected. So that's an interesting bit of lore and information. But the Master Archers were shut off and destroyed, and the Navigators were probably destroyed along with them, but that doesn't seem to be the case, as one of them survived. So, the battle to get this Master Archers on, and whoever gets it is definitely going to summon Dark Spectre. Probably Rita, because like I said, they've been hyping up Dark Spectre be the antagonist of this arc for the longest time. Ever since the promos, they haven't exactly said it, but you can kind of guess what Rita's goal is with everything going on. Well, we kind of learnt about it in the flashback with Master Vile, how Alpha 1 was going to be the vessel, but that never happened. But yeah, the Navigator is a really cool bit of lore where we can see the Master Arch and what could be across time and space with this Morphin grid arch. Because we've got the Death Ranger on the cover, we've got a bunch of other characters on the cover, so I'm wondering who we're going to run into with this arch. Melissa did say that every storyline she's going to pull from with this story arc, so I'm guessing that next up is the Solar Rangers we're probably going to run into later down the line. And if you remember at the end of Necessary Evil, one of them said, Eleanor, I believe her name was, said that they've got a brand new team, which was kind of teased by Ryan Parrott at the end of that issue. So I think we'll probably be seeing those characters later down the line. But anyway, guys, what do you think of these preview pages? Excited? Not excited? Tell me in the comment section down below. I'd love to hear your thoughts and opinions. With that said, I'm out of here. Thanks for watching. Have a wonderful day or night, and I'll see you guys later. Peace out. Take care. Bye.
Thank you.